is warming up. It feels like
Yeah.
spring again.
And we're going to be on the right track the rest of the week, thankfully, as we get back into spring because, hey, it happens to be spring. Here's a look at some of the snowfall up on Jicarita Peak up in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. A very cool shot here where we have a contrast of seasons. Winter at the top of the mountain. Down in the valley locations, we've got springtime. And if you look over here in the trees, you can see a little bit of that snow where we have some of those shaded areas. Over the next couple of days, we'll start to see some of this snow melt away as we warm up the temperatures, but it was certainly a very cold start to the day this morning. In fact, we had several new records set for morning lows. Eagle Nest all the way down to 8 degrees this morning. Gallup at 21 degrees, Grants at 22, so was Las Vegas, Santa Fe at 26 degrees, and Roswell at 39 degrees this morning. All new records for May the 14th. On the morning hours, and right now we're finally starting to warm those temperatures up. 55 degrees the current temperature in Albuquerque with the east-northeast wind at 6 miles per hour. Temperatures across the north in the 40s and 50s, down to the south into the upper 50s to low 60s, and we are starting to trend the temperatures in the right direction. Even though these numbers are still well below average for this time of the year, it's much better than what we were doing this time yesterday. In fact, we're about 14 degrees warmer in Las Vegas and Raton, 12 degrees warmer in Towson, Los Alamos, 14 degrees warmer in Santa Fe as well. Albuquerque about 6 degrees warmer, 11 degrees warmer in Ruidoso, and we'll continue to add on more and more to these temperatures through the next couple of days. In fact, we're going to continue to warm up right into the weekend. By the weekend, we're going to approach the mid to upper 80s in Albuquerque once again and well into the 90s across the south. Still dealing with a little bit of wind out there, especially across the northeast where Raton's looking at a 28-mile-per-hour wind gust, 21 in Clayton and Tucumcari. Down across the southwest also dealing with a little bit of wind this afternoon, 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Silver City, 21 in Deming, but by no means this is out of control wind. In fact, this is a very nice setup, especially since we're still in the springtime months. We have some shower activity well to our north. Most of this is going to stay there. May get a couple of spot showers scrape the far northern edge of the state, but for the most part, most of us will stay dry as high pressure out to the west will start to build in. That's going to keep us with lots of sunshine, and it's also going to warm up our temperatures. We stay on the cool side this afternoon despite adding about 10 to 15 degrees over yesterday. Then into tomorrow, we continue to warm things up. We'll be back to around average for tomorrow afternoon, and then we continue that warm up into Friday and the weekend. It's nothing but up with the temperatures over the next several days. Southern Colorado highs today into the 60s. And we continue to warm up back to the low 70s by Friday, mid 70s for Saturday and Sunday. A very nice weekend on the way. Over the northwest, lots of sunshine, highs into the upper 50s to low 60s, mid 70s for Thursday. Then back to the low to mid 80s for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with lots of sunshine on the way. Over the southwest, cool start this morning, but we are recovering those temperatures very nicely. We're going to make it to the upper 60s to low 70s and eventually back to the low to mid 80s by the weekend. Over the southeast, lots of sunshine here this afternoon, going to help us warm to the upper 60s to low 70s, back to the low 80s for Thursday, low 90s on Friday, and then even making a run for the upper 90s by the start of next week. A big warm up on the way across the southeast. Over the northeast, we are looking at lots of sunshine for this afternoon. Highs into the upper 50s to low 60s. Mid 60s in Las Vegas for Thursday, mid 70s for Friday, and we continue to warm to near 80 degrees by the end of the weekend. Over the northern mountains, after a very cold start this morning with some of those record lows set, we're going to warm to the 50s and 60s for the most part and eventually make our way to near 80 degrees in Santa Fe by the weekend. Over the East Mountains, sunny skies will warm us to the upper 50s to low 60s. In the metro, we'll eventually warm to the mid 60s this afternoon, and we continue that warm up through the next several days. 70s tomorrow, 80s on Friday, and we continue that warm up into the weekend and early next week.
Okay, thank you, John.